This is a driving home review for Disclosure Day, the new Steven Spielberg. Are we spoiler or not spoiler?
Not spoiler.
Not spoiler. I think you're probably right, actually. Definitely best not spoiled. Even though I did like our friend Mark was with us, and the comment he made about going in with the idea of it's not a big like blockbuster alien movie. I think if you know that going in, there are certain things. I kind of didn't have that expectation, but I think going in without that expectation is definitely an advantage because of the type of film it actually is. I really enjoyed it. For me, this is Spielberg back on classic Spielberg territory. There is action. There's things that don't really. I mean, there was a couple of times we sort of pointed out that the kind of secret agents chasing the goodies. They're terrible. I mean, Mark turned to me at one point and went, "Oh my god, they're like fucking stormtroopers. They're shit." Because some of them. Absolute. I'm like, there was a bit where, like, you know,
no peripheral vision.
Yeah, like if you're absolutely no peripheral vision. I know exactly the scene you're talking about. Jesus Christ, how did they not see that? When I'm sat there in my seat waving the other way, I go, no, go the other way. I was thinking more of
away from the window.
Where are you, urchin? The like, you know, when they sort of storm. It's not a big spoiler. When they storm the motel and have nobody at the back window. Oh, hello, that was Drum with the police. Did you see her wailing away with police handcuffing her? Yeah. Oh. What a tea going on there. You know, so yeah, clearly I'm like, these are supposed to be like these amazingly top secret agents of this amazingly
clandestine.
Like, yeah, like they've got like all the technology. They haven't.
They tell the FBI to sit down and shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it's like, Bond, hold my beer, and it's but they don't think to go around the back of the building before banging on the front door. Okay.
About that.
Yeah. But I thought this was. I mean, the music cues. I definitely heard an almost Back to the Future and an almost E.T. at various parts. Very surprised it's John Williams because I thought he'd retired. But this is just a really fun film. Yeah, there's a certain amount you have got to leave a little bit of. You can't be trying to look for total realism every last inch of the film, because it's not.
See our earlier comments.
Yeah, because it's not that. It's not that kind of film. It is absolutely like the great 80s and 90s blockbusters where it's just it's a good story. It's solid. The performances are phenomenal, and you're in for a good ride. Phrasing. What are your comments?
Well, I'll reiterate what I said when we were outside, which is that this absolutely both feels like and probably is the spiritual successor to Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yes.
It's absolutely. It didn't go in the direction I thought it was going to go.
Okay.
I don't mean in terms of like, you know, what you were saying earlier about, you know, big alien blockbuster, but referencing the comment I made to you about where I thought Emily Blunt's character was going is
yes.
Not necessary. I mean, we don't necessarily know, but I think there's potential there, but I think they also obviously stayed away from that because of potential like real world ramifications if they went.
Yeah. There's been a backlash.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, performances across the board are phenomenal. I mean, you expect excellence from people like Emily Blunt. I forget the guy's name, but he
Colin
was.
Firth.
Well, yes, not him. No, the other main character who was the boxer in the Knives Out movie.
Yeah.
But even like the one you pointed out, like
the newscaster at the end,
who's basically got effectively
10
tiniest of roles.
10 minutes in the film, and
yeah, but it was genuinely a phenomenal like piece of acting going on there.
Yeah.
And across the board, there's a scene right at the beginning where Emily Blunt's character is speeding because she's listening to a song and gets pulled over by a cop, and even just like the cop's acting was just flawless in terms of reacting to
the situation. Yeah.
So, you know, it's an absolute tour de force across the board: acting, directing, music, pacing. You know, we were in there. Granted, it's cinema, so you have the half hour beforehand. So we were in there for what, a good 3 and a bit hours probably,
I think it was 10 minutes shy of 3 hours.
but did not feel like it.
No, so
at
the
all.
film's got to be like 2 hours 40.
Yeah. So yeah, really solid. I've seen, you know, a couple of my kind of Unison sort of friends and colleagues have been to see it and raved about it, and having now seen it myself, I can absolutely see why. I would say if you're on the fence about it, absolutely go and see it. I would probably say this is actually something that is worth seeing in the cinema, not because it's a big action blockbuster, but because it's the kind of film you don't tend to get in cinema so much these days.
Yeah, so I'd like to support it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think the tension of this film works better in the cinema.
Yeah, 100%.
The tension was great in it in various points. I mean, it's a really good film. Really good film. It did sort of get me a bit in the Spielberg nostalgia feels.
Is that when you're down in the garage?
Yeah, it was in the grave. That's a thing. Just don't ask. So I think this is one of the ones. It's definitely a catch in the cinema while you can.
Yeah.